Paul, thanks for coming down to Remember the Rovers this morning. How have you found it?
Yeah, brilliant. It's just great to meet all the participants. I think it's fantastic that the club does these kind of events, and it's a real honour and privilege to be a part of it this morning.
And you were giving a talk on your role at the club. You're the head of academy football operations at Blackburn Rovers. What can you tell me about the role?
Yeah, so it's quite a new role for me. Previously I was working with the youngest players in the academy, but I think the club recognised that a Cat 1 academy is a bigger, is getting bigger and bigger. It's a big operation, so I'm just supporting the academy manager, kind of bringing all the disciplines together, so sports science, coaching, recruitment, education, player care, medical. So it's just kind of bringing all them disciplines together and making sure that everything's running smoothly, and obviously making sure that we're compliant with all the youth development rules, and we're passing all our audits as well.
And obviously you've got a great level of responsibility here at Rovers, and you've been at a few of the clubs around the northwest and a trip to Norway as well. But what inspired you to make a career in football?
Yeah, so I always played football as a child, been involved in football probably all my life. Started coaching at a really young age. Always loved working with young people and really enjoy helping and developing people and trying to get the best out of people. So yeah, football's my passion, and being able to come to work and do it every day is just, yeah, it's brilliant. It's not like a proper job.
And you were telling our Remember the Rovers participants about what it's like to work for Rovers, you know, the club they love so much, and they really enjoyed asking you questions, and you know, they're fascinated about every aspect of Rovers, weren't they? Yeah,
absolutely. It was great to feel and hear the passion and how much they care about this football club. Like I say, I've been here 2.5 years now, and I think in the presentation I talked a little bit about how important bringing young players through is to this football club, and I guess it was just good for me to share some of what we do at the academy with the participants this morning, who at the end said that, you know, it was really helpful and really insightful, and gave them a bit more of an insight than they maybe had before. So yeah, it was great to do.
And they knew so many of the players, you know, you spoke about that are in the academy at the minute. You know, you gave a fantastic insight of things behind the scenes, and it's beneficial, isn't it, to explain the process to supporters, isn't it? Yeah,
I think it is important. I think sometimes supporters can kind of second guess what's going on behind the scenes, and you know, we can't share every aspect of what we do at the academy all the time on the website or on social media and stuff. So I think it's important that different staff from different departments do kind of give this insight to the supporters, and I think probably they would have left today feeling probably quite reassured that the academy is in good hands, and that there's more Adam Mortons coming through in the next few years.
And you spoke about Rovers being a family club and how that helps attract players to us, and this group today just shows another aspect of that club value, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Like I said before, the people and the community are the absolute heartbeat of every football club. It's really important that kind of the history and the behaviours and the values of the club continue in its supporters, but also are shown within the academy as well. And I think, like I said in the talk, we're a Category 1 academy, but we're also competing against some huge English clubs in the northwest. So we have to do things differently. We have to live by our motto on the badge of hard work and skill, and we have to be a family club. We have to look after the boys within our care and their families. So yeah, it's really important that we live our motto and we live our values every day.
And we can see that right across the club, can't we? You know, Ben leads the initiative here, Remember the Rovers, but he also works in the academy as well, and it's great to see that, isn't it?
Absolutely. I just think there's a real golden thread of helping and developing and supporting young people, but also being an important part of the community that runs right through the club. Like you said, we have staff who work across various departments within the football club, and I just think that helps with alignment, and it helps that kind of everyone's pulling in the same direction. A football club isn't just about Saturday afternoon, those 11 players on the pitch. It's also about the people, the community, and kind of all the other projects and things that go on around it.
And of course, finally, you know, no matter what aspect of the club, from the youngsters in your care at the academy to you know, the older generations who come along to sort of participants like this, you know, it's important that Rovers stays a big part of this community, isn't it?
100%. Without its history, without its community, without the people who live and breathe a football club, you know, it can't survive. So yeah, it's important that we continue the traditions and we continue to get the message out about Blackburn Rovers and the work that it does, not only with young people, not only on the first team pitch, but also, like you say, with the older generation and all the other projects that are run by the academy, by the community, up at the STC, in the women's department. Yeah, I just think we just need to keep shouting about the great work that's done at this football club.